Live, so if you want to keep talking, that's on you. Hello, everybody out there in Facebook world. It's the home and no cash.
Don't do that dumb stuff. Don't tell me don't do no dumb stuff. If he can do dumb stuff and you don't fucking mouth, don't say shit to me. So what? Let it be.
Y'all come in and chime in. I just want to talk to y'all this morning. Hey, Miss LaDee, I'm having a good day today already.
That's how y'all act. Like some damn fools.
I just need for everybody to know. That's what I'm trying to say. I ain't playing no more. I ain't asking no more questions. I'm going to do my own show. What's up, everybody? I want to come in here and talk and create some dialogue. I want to create some dialogue about real life situations today. What's up, Rico? I see we got some viewers in here. What's going on, Alicia Herring? I want to talk to y'all about y'all lives, y'all parents, and our living arrangements. I don't care whether you're 50 years old or you're 18 years old. I want to talk today and create dialogue about parents. How do you feel about your life? How are your parents? What are the roles your parents playing in your life? Are we as black people doing what we're supposed to be doing as families? As a village? You starting early. Yeah, man, starting early because let me tell you something, Ricardo. Every day should start early for all of us. If we wait till late in the game to try to address issues and problems in our lives, then things get too far out of hand. When you sweep stuff under the rug a lot of issues and problems you sweep under the rug, the trash gets bigger under the rug. It's more for you to deal with at a later date. So I've been going through things in my life that I've been overcoming, and I'm feeling good about myself in spite of the money. I don't have money, currency that I'd like. I don't have my own home still. I'm sleeping on a couch, and I'm sleeping from place to place, wherever somebody will let me stay at. Shouts out to Javon Clark. But I want everybody to come in here and talk, and let's create dialogue about villages and families and what we can do to come together and know who's really for you in family and who's not. Because what I'm realizing, I see you, Miss Jasmine Renee. I love you back. I'm realizing that in the black families, we have an issue that nobody wants to deal with, right? And the issue is togetherness. What's going on, Julius Hagler? Appreciate you, brother. You keep grinding too, man. I see you grinding out there. I see everything that's going on over there in Hartsville. I wish everybody much success and love from an independent level that's trying to rock out and make a difference in your life, man. Using music as an avenue to help us get forward. Yes. So I want y'all to create some dialogue. And just don't be afraid to comment and say some things that you are experiencing in your life that you may be going through with your own kids, or you may be somebody's child. You may be going through some things from your parents. Let's all talk about it here and try to see how we can address these issues and make things better for us as a black community. Because if we really tell the truth, I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen to me and listen to me good. The effect of our parents on our own lives causes us to affect our kids in their lives. So now, let me help you understand something. Now, regardless to how you may feel about your parents or how good or bad they were, if you don't let that energy that your parents taught you transfer to your kids and teach them something, the world that we live in is going to be a crazy place. I just watched one of the little young guys in a barn that I was sitting in come and bring his phone to me and show me that here in Florence, South Carolina, at South Florence High School, a white boy named Dylan bought a big gun to school to threaten people for bullying him. Now, I said white boy not to try to make it white or black thing, because it's not that. I said white boy to show y'all that the color of the person who bought this gun to school. But I want y'all to understand it was from bullying. That's why he bought this gun. But now I want you to understand this too. If he was taught better by his parents, would that white guy would have bought a gun to school? If that white guy was scared of his mother and father because of what they did, the upbringing that they did with him, would he have bought that gun to school? No. So what I'm trying to show y'all is that something is going wrong in the parenting from 50-year-old, I'll say 60-year-old parents coming on down because my grandmother raised me. My grandmother instilled value, morals, and standards in me. And that's why I'm able to stand without no money today and not have nothing going on in my life and still wake up with an uplifted head. Do y'all see this couch right here? I sleep on this couch right here. I sleep on a couch. I don't mind sleeping on a couch every night. When I'm not here in South Carolina, I go to other people's states and they give me a bed to sleep in. But I don't mind whether I sleep on a bed. I don't mind whether I sleep on a couch. I don't mind whether I sleep on a floor. Long as I wake up the next day to do something to make my life better. So I can do something better with myself. So I'm realizing that a lot of us can't do better because of our parents. And it's not that I'm laying the blame on our parents. I want you to know that if you are 30, I'm 30 something and more. If you're 30 something and more and you know that your upbringing and your parenting wasn't right, that got you messed up, fix it and seek ways, seek people who are older than you that are old enough to be your mother and father and get advice from there. Because you got to fix it somewhere. And if we keep sitting around here operating in our lives ignorantly and transferring all these ignorant teachings and messages to the young people in our lives around us, what you think is going to happen? We're programming their minds to be just as ignorant as we are. And I'm going to tell you something. If I sit up, if
well, it's on Facebook and they're going to stay on there. The same shit he put out there to his people, I'm putting shit out there to mine. Bye.
Okay, y'all, I want y'all to just pay attention to what we're talking about here. I can't go. I'm in somebody else's house, so I can't mind for what's going on in the house. I just want y'all to understand that it was dawned on my spirit this morning that I'm not going to keep a closed mouth no more. I found my content that I've been hiding from for the longest. I realized the same thing I'm suffering from. A lot of black people across the globe is suffering from it. I talk to guys in New York. I talk to guys in North Carolina. I talk to guys in Texas. I talk to guys in California. I talk to guys in Florida. I talk to guys from the ages of teenagers all the way up until 50. And do y'all know what most of them... I was afraid to talk about issues of my upbringing and what I've been going through in my life for fear of what I thought people would think about me. Right? Okay. Now I'm meeting guys who are much older than me and they're speaking out wholeheartedly about the issues in their lives that made them who they are, be it good or bad. And if we tell the truth about our lives, our parents is the reason for everything that's going on in your life. Your parents taught you your first teachings. Your parents, I don't care whether they was right or wrong. They taught you what they knew. But it's up to you when you get old enough to realize right from wrong. You supposed to get your life. You'll be able to watch. You can go to YouTube on Facebook now and watch it. It's live for everybody to see. Go on there and watch it and come and talk live. Speak your mind. It's open for everyone. Now, what I'm saying to y'all is what we need to do is realize that regardless of whether you have money or not, your kids are still your kids. I don't care. Listen, I want y'all to understand something. We have been bamboozled by the powers that be. When we were slaves, we had no money. We had no value. We were somebody's property in the backyard. Like your dog in your backyard, they eat when you bring them food. They do what you allow them to do. They do only what you allow them to do. They can't even get out the yard. They can't even get off the chain without your help. Okay? So now, that's what we were when we were slaves. All right? And we had people that we valued. We valued our family without money. We did things for our family. We ain't had no homes. We ain't had no cars. We ain't had no horses. We ain't had none of this stuff, but we love our parents. We love our people. Where has this thing came in yet that make, all right, now when you look into the Mexican homes, you got Mexican families that got 5 families up under one roof. And they're working together. They're building together. They're getting other properties to put other families in. It might be 5 families under this roof with these Mexicans, but they work so hard collectively together to where as though they move one family out and get a house for that family. Then they get another house and put another family in it. And then they stay connected and put another family in it. Now they got families in different homes, and they still are a conglomerate and able to come up, do business, and help each other prevail. What's the problem with us as black folks? Now, this is not a race issue, but I do understand when I'm looking into the black community, we have issues that we don't want to deal with. And I need y'all help. I want everybody on Facebook help. I'm going on all of my social media platforms. I'm no longer shutting up about it, because here's what I see. I have kids around me in my neighborhood. I have kids around me in my family that are falling by the wayside because of the adults in the family. Now, I don't know whether I'm the only one experiencing this or not, and I could be the biggest fool on the planet for coming out to talk and saying what I'm saying. But I want to put it out to the public because I want to see who else out here is experiencing some of the same things that I'm experiencing and who want to do something about it instead of just sitting back watching our lives wither away. Watching our children die off with no sense. Now, my grandmother taught me morals, values, and standards about life. And now looking back on my life, we were very poor. Some mornings we ain't had nothing but grits and eggs to eat, but my grandmother made sure I had food on my plate. She taught me morals, values, and standards about life. So therefore, I know what was true value. But there's a lot of people out here in the world who don't understand true value. They do not understand it. And I want to talk to y'all about it to see where's your values placed. This today, I see you, Julius G. Hagler. I'm going through that daily. I know you're going through it, brother. A lot of us are going through it. But I'm going to tell you something. We have to create dialogue and talk more about it. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The people who are doing this to us, the people who are the problems, they're going to be exposed. They're going to say the stupidest stuff out of their mouth. They're going to act stupid because when conviction comes in your life, when it's time to get things right, when it's time to heal, that's the hardest part of healing. You got to get it right. We can't just sit and keep letting things replay over and over again, because guess what happens? You become like me. You become a 40-year-old man who never had the proper upbringing and guidance. And you can't even be a man at 40. You know, I've deprived myself of sex for the past year. You know why? Because in my mental and in my life right now, I feel like I don't deserve sex. I'm too disturbed upstairs to even be focusing on trying to be with a woman. And see, I learned that about myself. So I deprive myself of a woman and sex until I get me right, my head. Now, these are things that I'm doing for myself to help me, and I'm willing to share with you all. But I want y'all to create dialogue, and let's be real and honest and truthful about our lives right now. Because every issue I go live about from this day forth is going to be about a real life issue. I'm going to talk about sex. I'm going to talk about marriages. I'm going to talk about families. I'm going to talk about struggles in the community, because these are the issues that we are dealing with in life that nobody wants to talk about. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of y'all on Facebook need to stop fronting. A lot of y'all on Facebook need to stop fronting. We come on Facebook and we post all these pretty clothes. We come on Facebook and we post all our possessions when we went to Neiman's Marcus and we bought things. And we think that life is valued upon money and possessions. I'm here to let y'all know that take your values off of money. Take your values off of monetary gain, because that's our problem in the black communities. And I'm gonna drop the knowledge on you right now this morning, and you're going to understand it. When you were a slave in the backyard, like a dog, somebody else's property, a dog don't have no rights. A dog don't have no money. A dog don't have nothing of his own but what his owner gives to it. And that's what slaves were. But let me tell you something. without the money as slaves, slaves knew that togetherness, their family, and their villages were their value. So that's what kept them afloat. It wasn't because I could give you $20 or because I could give you my car. They ain't had none of these things. They valued their brothers, sisters, and people's lives more than anything. Now, let me tell you what has happened to us. Freedom came. We was able to get a little job and get a little money and get a little taste of what you call the good life is. And now we get to smelling ourselves. Look at the rappers. The rapper says it all the time. What? Nigga, you broke. What the fuck you gonna tell me? That's what Jay-Z told us back in the day, to our generation. Now you got the broke dudes in this generation saying, you broke, you can't sit with us. You broke, you can't hang with us. You broke, don't mess with us. You can't mess with us. Let me tell y'all something. We sound like some fools. We really sound like some fools. I want to talk to everybody under the sound of my voice right now. Whoever feel like money makes you something, or whoever feel like money make you who you are. If money makes you who you are, you're nobody. I'm here to tell you that this morning. You are nobody. I met a lot of people in my life with money when I came home from prison. Big money. And now 5 years later, none of them are in my life anymore. None of them are in my life anymore. Now, I'm creating this dialogue here today and being as transparent with my life as possible so that I can help somebody else out here under the sound of my voice. Because you know what? I've learned that when you deal with issues in your life by yourself and you don't talk to nobody about them, you only going to be depressed, stressed, and worried. And all of these things is only going to hurt you. Regardless of what the issue is you're going through, who's causing these issues, if you don't deal with them, they're going to hurt you. And so I want you to look at your life, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're somebody's child, or whether you have children. Look at the relationships in your lives and ask yourself, are the people around you because of what you could do for them? Or are they around you because they genuinely care about you? One thing that holds us back as black folks is we were taught to hate on each other and keep us down. But we need to get back to love and respecting each other's struggle. Now they value money, guns, boot, shaking my head. You're right, brother. You're right. And I'm going to tell you something. The things that we place the value in these days are the very same things that's creating our demise. When you value guns, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. See, let me tell you something. If you are in places where you feel like you need guns, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place if you feel like you need guns. Now, I'm not telling you to don't have guns. I'm not telling you to don't be prepared or don't protect yourself. What I'm telling you is there's other ways and other means of protecting yourself that can really help you in life. Meaning, use your mind. Use your mind. Let me see. Anybody talking? Money is man-made. You're absolutely right. But see, people use money. George Garrison, people use money on this earth to manipulate us. If you look at what's going on in our lives as a black family, using money is what separated the black family. Because the government stepped in and started helping black women for no apparent reason at all, just giving them assistance. But the reason, the stipulations that they get the assistance is to attack their baby father or to attack the black man, put him up for child support, put him up for whatever they got to do to get some assistance, to get some money. You see what I'm saying? It's not just a family thing. I'm not talking mama, daddy, child. I'm talking period. Look at the forces that's coming against us as families. And what we're doing is we're letting it win because we place the value on the help and on the money. Now, I don't know what's the issue. I don't have all the answers. I just know that together we can find out what's really going on with us and we can fix this. But you got to step up to the plate and start addressing real-time issues truthfully and honestly. You know what the problem is? People are living certain ways in their house. You know, in these cubicles, if you look around in your house, You got squares everywhere. Don't take my word for it. Look in your house. You will see squares everywhere. The wall is a square. Picture frames is a square. The whole damn room you in is a square. Your whole damn house is a square. We are squares. We got to get the hell up out of there, man, and get back to each other. We got to get back to each other. Let me tell you something. Collectively and together, we can fix the issues in our lives. You know why we can't fix them? Because everybody is in these cubicles at work and at home, neglecting not life, neglecting their children, neglecting the issues that needs to be addressed. You put them off, pay somebody to watch them. Do you know that they're teaching your kids the right thing? Are they watching your kids the right way? Are they feeding them the right things? But no, you don't give a damn because all you care about is money. Life and issues have placed you in a position that you got to put your job and your money before your kids' lives. And I'm going to tell you what else I'm seeing that a lot of people are doing in our black people community. We value money and material possessions more than our own kids' lives, more than our own lives. I want y'all to stop and grab a hold of yourself right now in this time of Christmas, because it's Christmas time, so they say. And I know a lot of people right now are running around creating debt for themselves for false love. You think that because you go and put yourself in $1,000 worth of debt to give gifts to people who don't really even matter to you, probably ain't going to give you a gift, and you think this is what makes you happy? You've been trained to think that. You've been programmed, and I'm here to tell y'all, stop it. Please stop it, because I was one that never really lacked material possessions. I had the freshest clothes. I had the fresh London fog jackets, trench coats. I had the penny loafers. I had Agna, because see, it wasn't Louis, Gucci, and Prada, all that. It was Agna and all that back then. I was a little boy with these things, right? But I felt so empty my whole life. And even now, as I got older, I was programmed to feel like that's the arena that I'm in. Meaning, I felt like I wasn't nothing without name brand stuff on. It was only until my kNOWCASH movement came and forced me to have the same stuff to put on my back, no clothes to put on, no money in my pocket, no food to eat, till I had to really embrace that. And then it taught me, and I understood that I've been tricked. And I want to share something with y'all, because I feel like a lot of us been being tricked. And we're following jobs. We're following relationships in our lives. And we're trying to hold on to things that don't mean us no good because of some money. And that's the same thing. That's like a slave mentality. I keep referring back to the slaves because I want y'all to understand that that's how we're treating each other. Soon as a black man get out of the hood or get out of his struggles, then we start saying we don't want to hang around broke people no more. But you was once the broke person that people treated that way. You was once that broke man that nobody didn't want to give a chance. Now, as soon as you get there, you join the people that start acting the way that they were. Come on, man. I need for y'all to understand that we need to value each other's lives more than anything on this earth. And those of you who are out there breaking your neck to get in debt, to get people gifts for the holidays that really don't matter, you need to press your brakes and try to give them something that's of value. I mean, all my life, I got whippings. I got chastised. I got told the wrong stuff I've been doing. But very little times was I taught lessons about life, about how to do it right, what we can do to make things better for each other collectively. Nobody ever really sat down and did that with me, but a few. I can count them on one hand. So instead of complaining about what I didn't have and what didn't go on in my life, I'm going to take the initiative as a 38-year-old man to live my life as truthful, honestly, and transparent as possible to help everybody off of my own issues. My own issues. I don't care what's going on in your life. Maybe you can learn something from me to adjust your life and fix your life. But when y'all watch me from now go on, you're going to see 100% truth about who I am. Because I need help. We all need help. The best person in our community with the biggest money, the biggest house, as a black person, you need help because our psyche, the things that we've went through as black people in our lives is heavy. And I'm not saying we need to use these things as an excuse. I'm saying we need to identify with the problem so that we can fix it. If you have a car and your car have issues with your car, if it's 3 or 4 issues and you don't know that and you only get one thing fixed, you're going to still have problems with your car. You have to fix everything that's wrong. All right. And in order to find out what's wrong with your car has to be evaluated. You have to put it on a machine and have to find out all that's wrong with your car. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is it's time for evaluation of us as black people to find out what's really at the root of the problems with us. Because it is seriously a problem. We have parents warring against kids. We have all type of confusion going on in our communities. We have parents that don't have time for their kids because they're forced to have to go to work and pay bills and things of that nature when the child is being neglected and not being taught.
You know what I'm saying?
So I want y'all to understand today, something has to be done about this issue and fast because so many are falling by the wayside. I'm sitting here looking at my own life and my own family. I've been struggling and striving for the past 5 years to do the right thing with my life, to not hustle, to not do people wrong, not steal, I'm doing the right thing with my life. And I know that things are not going to come with instant gratification. I have to endure with the good because just like when I was doing the bad, I was planting those bad seeds. Now, some of those bad seeds that I was planting back then are coming to fruition for myself. So I got to deal with that. You understand what I'm telling y'all? And I'm dealing with it, with or without money, with or without the means, all of the means that I need, with or without some help. I have to take the initiative to deal with it. And that's what I'm doing. So what I want y'all to understand is this is what you're going to have to do with your life as well. We got to deal with these issues. I don't care how hard it may be. Because let me tell you something. If you're dependent on your mom and dad and you over 40, you about 40 years old, they're about to leave here. They're about to be grandparents. They're going to be gone. Whether they messed your life up or not, whether they told you the right things or not, you can't continue to use that as an excuse when they're gone. Do something about it. And we have to help our kids. We got to sit down and give our kids something different from what we were given, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something. If you think by giving your kids money is going to help them, you're sadly mistaken. I want y'all to stop right now and press your brakes. Do not go get in no Christmas debt thinking that by you giving somebody's gifts is going to prove your love to them. Please stop it. Even in relationships. How many times you women that are with dudes who got money, who comes in and they shower you with everything? He's probably paying all the damn bills because you ain't got no job. He paying for the car that you in and pay the car notes. He giving you everything you got, but you got to take his shit. What he say go. I'm just trying to tell you, that's not how life was designed. And if you can't come together collectively, you in the wrong situation, whether it's a relationship or a family. Nobody should be able to use their money or their monetary gain to control you. And if you allow that to happen, you are weak. You are a weak person. And I've seen weak women. They be with men, allow the man to beat her up, black eye. Whatever they let the man do to them, they only do it because the man is providing for them. And I think that that's something that's embedded in them, in their minds from a long time. And it's hard to break that. They saw other people do it, deal with men that treat them any kind of way. But that man had some money. He had money, though. Don't you go out there and get you no broke man, girl. See, that's what they've been told. And I'm trying to tell you, nobody sat and told you that that man that came with the money might be crazy in the head. Or he might have diseases. Or he might be a woman beater. Or it's a lot of things that could come along with somebody with money. So if you out there just looking for somebody to just have money, you're in for a rude of awakening. My whole life is an example of money being used on me to make me feel like I was something. People spent money on me to make me feel like they love me. Like even after I got older, guys would help me with money to make me feel like they was my friend. When sometimes the money is just a bait to get you to conduct yourself the way that they want you to. When a man is paying all your bills, lady, at the house, you're going to let him do what he want to do at that house. And you're going to feel like you need him there and you can't speak your mind how you want to because he is the breadwinner. He's the provider. I'm here to tell you, if somebody is not treating you the way that you want to be treated and they're using their money to try to manipulate you, you need to get the hell out of that situation ASAP. Fast. And if you don't take heed to what I'm telling you, warning comes before destruction. Don't wake up with a black eye. Don't wake up in the hospital. Don't wake up with somebody doing something wrong to you that you knew was coming, but you allowed yourself to go through it because of the money that they was providing for you. I'm here to tell you something that most people ain't going to tell you because they're going through it themselves and they don't know how to. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going through things myself too. But I want y'all to understand that as I go through them and I learn from them, I'm going to share with y'all every day because this is real TV. All that stuff we watching on TV, that stuff is scripted and fake. What I'm going to be giving y'all every day on my social media platforms is real TV, real life issues. And I'm going to make that vow to do that today. I don't care if I'm hungry. I don't care if I ain't got no place to sleep. I don't care if I ain't got no clothes to go on my back. I don't care if my daughter, my kids are cussing me out and we can't get along. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to talk about all of my issues in my personal life to seek some help from some of y'all out there in the world that could possibly help me and to create dialogue to help y'all back. Because a lot of times when you're going through things in your life, just knowing that someone else going through it too helps you out. I talked to guys all over the globe. I thought it was only me experiencing the things that I was going through in my life. But when I talk to grown ass men who I look up to, who are older than me, telling me they got the same issues in their life that I got, I can't turn a deaf ear to this no more. And I know good and well it's not just me and my issues and me and my family. It's a problem that's going across the whole doggone globe. And I feel like if we keep turning a deaf ear to this issue, nothing ain't gonna never happen for us. I'm telling you, I don't care if I'm humiliated. I don't care if I'm looked at like a clown. I don't care if the whole damn world talk about me. Because guess what? My family talking about me now. I got nothing. I'm depending on everybody. I'm just
need to get out that phone with them people in here. You need to get out that phone with that bull crap because you're telling them people all the wrong stuff.
I'm telling these people, they like it. They know.
Something for you. Something for you. Yes, I'm his mother. He's telling y'all what he's feeling because he's in my house and don't want to do anything, not nothing, cursing his mama out every day. That's the kind of person he is.
That's a lie, y'all. Y'all know I don't cuss nobody. I don't even cuss on my channel. But I'm letting y'all see this in real time because this is the problem. Like we talk about parents. That's my mother, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all, she ain't perfect and she don't know it all. But I'm beginning now to see that a lot of parents are suffering from what my mom is suffering from. They're older now. They realize they made mistakes in the past. They didn't do right by their kids the way that they should have. And now they're guilty. And I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all may not see that I'm witnessing. You might be listening to your mama tell you all kind of lies about yourself because your mama is guilty because she didn't raise you right. Your mama chose the wrong man. Your mama chose the wrong relationships in her life. So now your mother may be beating you up as a result of it. I want to show y'all this morning that it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You are a product of your environment. Your parents taught you, they raised you. If you a dummy, your parents are dummy. Listen to me. If you a dummy, if go, ma, you got a phone.
Comment.
Get in.
Tell him to let. I tried. You keep blocking me.
No, I ain't blocking.
You keep blocking
I would like for you to get in.
I would tell them people the real
listen,
you.
Ma, I would
let them know the real you.
Listen, ma, I would like for you to get in here. Go to get on your phone. Turn it to the side. I ain't see. I'm telling you now, ma. I'm telling you now. Come on, I bet you won't chime in. I bet you won't chime in. Yeah, see, I want y'all to see. When you're dealing with healing, this is what happens. If you peel a scab off your arm that's trying to heal, it's going to bleed more. I'm trying to show y'all, I don't care about what's happening. I'm willing to, this what y'all witnessing with my mama is a small issue in the grand scheme of things. I can deal with what I'm going through. I'm using my platform to help some teenage boy out there that mama may be just like my mama and he don't understand what's going on. I'm telling you that it's not your fault. But if you sat there and wallow in what you have going on, then it's going to be your fault. You have to seek people in your life who really genuinely care about you, because truth of the matter is you might be in families that don't care about you. Your families might value money more than you. And if you don't have money, they don't see you as a value. And that's fine. That's people's perception. Like my mom, I'm going to just be real with y'all. My mom is a mom that, not talking about her because she did what she feel like was best for me in my life. But let me explain to y'all what she did. She left me with my grandmother and my grandfather to raise me because my dad wasn't there. And what she did was she bought gifts. She bought food. She bought clothes. And she bought the name brand clothes. I'm going to give her props. Like I said, she had me in some of the freshest shit. I mean, London Fog. I didn't even know what London Fog jackets were. Some of you all got to go and look it up to find out what it was. But I was a 2-year-old boy in London Fog. And penny loafer, IKNOW penny loafers. Look up IKNOW. My mama had me fresh. But one thing I can remember is that she was never there. She never raised me. She never taught me nothing. And I had a daddy that was never in my life. I can count the times that my daddy came in my life on one hand out of 38 years. But my thing is, these are the issues that kids have to deal with when we didn't ask to be born into this family. Now, my thing is, what do we do about it as kids? Do we keep naming the blame on our parents? Do we keep saying, because like I'm saying, I'm 38 years old. And I do know that a lot of the issues in my life stem from my upbringing and my parents. But because my mom left me with my grandmother and my grandfather, that was the best thing that ever could have happened to me. Because I learned morals, values, and standards about life that no parent was there to teach me. My dad, my mom, none of them was there. So now my grandmother stepped in and did the best that she can do and put me in the church. She taught me scripture. She taught me things that helped lift my spirits up temporarily, right? And that helped me grow up to be grown to get through it. But now I'm a grown man. And the issues still linger around. Do you know why? Because we never dealt with them wholeheartedly. I never dealt with them. I always felt like I was a 28, 29, 30-year-old man feeling like a little boy because I couldn't voice my opinion because I was placed in positions where I had to compromise who I was for where I'm living. I couldn't speak about what I had going on in my life for fear of where I was living at. For this couch that I'm on right here, that my mama let me sleep on, I might not have that couch to sleep on anymore if I do these videos. That's what I was thinking. But now I'm doing the videos because I can give a damn. I don't care about sleeping on I slept outside. I slept on back porches. I slept in cars. I slept on other people's couches. So why can't I sleep on a couch in my mom's house? I mean, I sleep in a cold room. I don't have no heat, no nothing, but I deal with it. I don't wake up complaining. I don't come on here and make videos and tell y'all about what I'm going through because I look at the brighter things in life. I try to fix my life by focusing on solutions and ways of repairing my life. But now, when you're really trying to heal yourself and fix something, sometimes everything has to fall apart before it all comes together. And see, that falling apart part is what everybody don't want to see. I'm telling y'all something now in my life. I've learned to embrace the fall apart. You staying in your comfort zone is only going to hurt you. It's going to hinder you. Make yourself uncomfortable. Do something that's going to make you do something drastic in your life to show you you don't have to stay in the place that you're in. And that's where I'm at now. I don't care what issue may come my way. I'm willing to stand on the mountaintop and tell the truth about whatever. Yes, I'm broke. Yes, I ain't got, well, I'm not going to say I'm broke. Let me rephrase that. I don't have as much finances as the people around me that like to flaunt and flex their stuff around. I got a little money coming in to help me eat. I don't have enough money to really do what I need to do, but I'm okay. And I'm working towards making things better for myself, doing things right. I could go out here and sell drugs again. I could rob people. I can break in people's houses. I can easily choose to do the negative thing and steal or whatever I wanted to do. Because a lot of people are out there making negative choices. I choose to do the right thing. But in my choice of doing the right thing, I refuse to let anybody walk over me or to make me feel like I'm lesser than because I don't possess any money or a home or a car like they do. And see, that's what I want you to understand, that don't let nobody fool you because they place their value in worldly possessions and money, and they have those things to make you feel like you're nothing. Don't do that. Please don't do that to yourself, because money was invented for that reason. Money was invented to stop people who genuinely care about people from caring about people. I see that now. Because whether I got money or not, there's certain people who, if I care about you, the money don't matter. But in the world that we living in today, if you look at the celebrities, if you look at, I'm talking about from the richest on down, everybody have a mentality that they want the broke to stay broke and never rise up. And the rich treat the broke. Like, I don't want, they separate you. I don't want you to hang around me. I'm not going to teach you nothing. You can't eat with us. You can't roll with us. Since when, as black people, we adopted that mentality? When that became cool, I'm going to tell you how that became cool. It became cool because people in our lives who were really nothing as far as with money or monetary value, they use their money to make you feel like they care about you. So it's like, if I got $100, and I give you my last $100, you'll think that I care about you. Do you really think because somebody gave you their last $100 that they really care about you? No, man. It could be a form of manipulation. I could be giving you this $100 because I got something I want to ask you to do later on, and you're going to be obligated to do that for me because I gave you that $100. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. And so, every day, not just this morning, I want y'all to just rock with me and bear with me. I'm going to come on here and go live just to hear what y'all got to say about these issues, because I know I ain't the only person going through this stuff, man. And I'm going to tell you what's going on. When it's time to deal with it and heal through it, the people who are guilty, man, you going to catch hell from these people. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to advise y'all, don't do it like I'm doing it. If you have people around you who have it out for you, who feel like they're jealous of you or whatever have you, don't do this in front of them, because you're going to make things hard on yourself. But for me, I don't care. I like hard. My life has been hard ever since I came home from prison 5 years ago. My grandmama and granddaddy died, and I came home for the first time in my life. I witnessed life without my guardians, the people who really love me. And I realized how hard this shit was to do by yourself. All right. So I'm going to come on here and seek the attention of other people who are going through the same thing that I'm going through. And let's help each other. See, when you try to network up, it's hard to reach some of the higher ups because they feel like they're better than you. But we need to network across. Let's network with the people who are going through the same things that we're going through, because they understand you. They understand you. So I'm going to be going live with a lot of y'all because I know that a lot of us are going through some of the same things. Shouts out to Mr. Javon M. Clark. He buried his mother last week. And I respect this guy, man. My hat really goes off to him because he's a guy who's honest and truth and transparent about things in his life that helped me deal with things in my own life. And the guy is just a stand-up man to be able to tell the truth about black families, black women and how we were raised as black men. And if it wasn't for me meeting him at the time that I did, the things that I'm going through in my life right now probably would have took me under. But I want to let y'all know that once you realize that there's other people out there experiencing some of the same things that you're experiencing, it lifts a burden up off you. And then you have somebody else to talk to get some true, transparent advice about how to deal with it. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Just 2 weeks of spending time with this brother. He calls himself a master teacher. He helped me open up my mind to understand myself, my parents, and my life, to not be so hard on my own self. Because if everybody out there on the sound of my voice, if you're hearing people in your life, close ones, family members, whoever, telling you how messed up you are and how what you don't have, don't you listen to that. Don't listen to that. Because chances are misery love company, and all they're doing is reflecting who they are upon you. And if you stay around that long enough, they will program your mind to be nothing. I was told you ain't shit. You're going to be just like your damn retarded ass daddy. Your dad is schizophrenic. Your dad is this or that or whatever. I've been told that long enough till it made me make schizophrenic and dumbass decisions in my life. Quick decisions in my life that led my black behind to prison. And I allowed the things that I was hearing to program my mind. And I acted just like what I was hearing until I realized it was because of what I was influenced by. And what I was being told is a strong influence in my life that had me making these decisions. So I'm here to tell y'all, don't believe what you've been hearing from your parents, from your girlfriend even, boyfriend even. Let me tell you something. People have been trained to use words to hurt you, especially ones that don't know how to help you with their words. So if people don't know what to tell you or what type of advice to give you in life, get from around those kind of people, man. And then deprogram yourself of what the stuff that was programmed in your mind, and then reprogram your mind with things that you want. You got to spend time with yourself. You got to do some soul searching, some self-searching, some reading, some studying. And you got to find out what you want out of life and stop letting people dictate your life. I'm running into a lot of grown people my age, and it's ironic that they're my age. They're like from 35 up until 45. And we're going through some of the same things where parents trying to control your life. When you look at your own parents and their life is more fucked up than yours. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. It's a little small little interruption. But let me come on here and read some of the comments because I've been just babbling on. This thing got real deep on me this morning. And I've been enduring with a lot. Here's the thing. I don't want to talk about others in my video. I don't even want to talk about my mama in my video. I'm only bringing her up now because y'all saw what she tried to do was chime in, make a lot of noise in the background and tell y'all a lot of things about me and her, right? When I'll give her the opportunity to do that, if she wants us to set up a platform so that me and her can talk about our lives and tell the truth about how we feel about each other and try to fix it, I'm with that. But see, what she's doing is trying to yell things in the background of y'all to try to tarnish my image because she's feeling bad that I'm actually speaking out now about what's going on in my life. And I'm not speaking out to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm speaking out for only one or two reasons. I'm speaking out to help myself because when you talk about things, it's therapy. It helps you. And then I'm speaking out for another reason, not so much for myself because like I said, I'm over 35 years old. Life for me is going to be what it may, but I feel like my life can be as an example to help some other little kids somewhere that may not know how to deal with what they're going through. They may not know who their mother or father is and what's going on with them and why they're doing the things that they're doing to them. So I want to come on to create dialogue to help somebody else, not myself. So let me see what y'all were saying. I was doing a lot of babbling because I want y'all to understand what this video is about and why I'm going to be going live every day from Facebook and my YouTube channel. So I would like for y'all to come over to YouTube at kNOWCASH 843. That's kNOWCASH 843. And for a long time on my YouTube channel, I never would talk about the issues of what made me homeless. I took the scrutiny of everybody saying that I wasn't homeless. They know my family. They know what my family possessed and how my family is. So it was hard for a lot of local people to understand that I am homeless and why I was homeless. And I never would talk about it. But now I'm going to create dialogue about my own life on all of my platforms to help somebody. I want to help black people get in a better position in life, because until we deal with the truthful matters of our lives, we're never going to get help. And we're going to go backwards. I'm sitting here watching in my own life. Some of my own family members are about to be homeless, y'all. And they run around in their mind thinking that they're high and mighty. They're in their minds feeling like because right now they possess a house and they possess a car that they're somebody. See, they've been bamboozled, but they don't even factor in the fact that they can't even keep up the payments on the house. They can't even keep up the payments on the car. But they're boasting in the matter of, I got my house now. Wow, that's crazy, man. And I want to help people because there's advice that you could get that could help you in life to save some of the things that you have, if only the people around you really cared about you. But the people don't really care about you. They want to see you lose. They want to see you lose everything you got. And the people that you seeking advice from, some of your own people you call friends, they giving you the wrong advice. You know how I know? Because they ass don't know no better. They ain't went through nothing. See, I put something on Facebook the other day. Stop taking constructive criticism from people who ain't constructed a damn thing. Look, if you look in your parents' life, everybody's parents are not my parents, but you know how to judge. You got a judge or two. You have a perception about life. Look at your parents' life. Do they have it all figured out? Do you feel like your parents are the best parents on the planet? Did they did the best things by you that they could? These are questions that you need to ask yourself. And then once you become old enough to get a mind of your own and get sense of your own and study for yourself, study to show yourself approval, you have to figure out what you was told that was wrong and what you was told that was right. And you have to deprogram yourself and then reprogram yourself and live how you see fit to live. And it's going to be hard for you to do that with people always around you in your ear and in your head trying to forcefully dictate the decisions that you make with your life. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? So now I'm going to go and read a little bit of these comments and I'm going to close this video. But I want y'all to be ready every damn morning. Because when I wake up with everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. I have the best life, health, wealth, success. I am prosperous in all of my endeavors. I am building an empire to leave behind a legacy to take care of my family, immediate and extended. I will have a cup that will runneth over, and the overflow will be for the homeless and the less fortunate and the people on my peripheral who's helping me push forward for productivity and progression. And I know that these things will come to fruition for me and be manifested. For my Lord God source told me that as long as I stay in line, everything that I wanted would be given to me. Okay? So I wake up with that every morning. If any negativity come my way, it came from my outer circumstances. And the same thing applies for you. When you wake up in the morning, you have to set your frequency on that how you want to feel. If you wake up with, oh man, today is, oh Lord, you just set your pace to be slow and gloomy and dragging all day. But if you wake up, open your eyes, everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. Thank you, God, for another day. You set your pace for positivity and optimism. Okay? So I'm going to be coming on here with that every morning. And then I want y'all to create some dialogue and be open and honest with me so that we can help each other. Don't hold back, because holding back got us in the predicament that we in now. A lot of things in our family, the older generation held back from us. I'm talking about even my grandmama and granddaddy. I love them to death, and they gave me some good knowledge and wisdom, and they gave me some of the best values and morals that life had to offer. But they also hid things from me. They also swept things under the rug and didn't tell us the whole truth about our family and things that is going on. And if you can't If you don't know the truth about an issue before you going into it, you cannot deal with it wholeheartedly or in the right manner that you should, because you don't have all the information. You don't have all the information. So I'm here to be a mediator for you all. Speak your mind on my platform. Tell what you're going through. Tell an issue that you don't understand and you need some help about. Maybe somebody on the feed, maybe myself, knows something enough that we can give you some advice to help you. Because I do know this. A lot of us out here in the world are getting advice from people who really don't give a shit about us. And they really don't give a shit about themselves. And they really don't know nothing. They ain't constructed nothing. They ain't been through nothing. So they trying to tell you how to deal with your life and they never even been there. And so that's the issues that we dealing with, y'all. And if we want to help ourselves, we have to be truthful, honest, and transparent and open. When you go to drug rehabilitation, what do they make you say? My name is Beyond McCullough and I am a drug addict. You know why they do that? Because if you don't first admit that you have a problem, then there's nothing that I can help you with. If you don't first admit that you have issues that needs to be dealt with, then you perfect. So nobody can deal with you. Nobody can help you. So that's why they tell you to admit and own up and take accountability for what's going wrong in your life. And I'm saying I'm doing that and I'm going to help y'all. So from this day forward, I'm going to come over here and just go live just because I know that talking through things, just having somebody to talk to, being able to weigh out our issues together, we can come to a solution that will help us, because we can't keep blaming our parents. Even though we know a lot of us are corrupt and messed up because of them, we can't keep using that as an excuse, and we can't keep blaming. We got to take accountability for our own actions, and we got to do something about it. I don't care who it hurts, even if it hurts ourselves. We already hurting. We already going through issues in our life that we don't even know how to deal with. And some of these things can take us out. You don't see suicide on the rise. You don't see people going on killing sprees. Look at the news. Look at your Facebook page. Look at all the craziness that's going on around us. Something is happening, y'all, and we need to do something about it. I'm not going to keep going on. I'm going to leave this video up for the duration because I feel like life led me to do this. I've been wanted to come over here and do this type of thing, man. I had a platform now for like 3 years, and I've been fearful about coming on there, even telling people about why I'm going through what I'm going through in life. Like, you know, sometimes people say, I know that guy got parents. It can't be so bad for him. I've never really known my dad in my life. My dad was never able to do nothing for me like that, because my mama chose that guy. And my mom was forced to do everything out in the street to help try to provide for me, which left her out of my life. She left me with my grandmother and grandparents. So now they did the best that they can do. Granted, my grandmother and grandfather did the best that they could do. But that doesn't mean that I didn't need a mother and a father in my life, and that I didn't miss my mother and my father, and that I didn't need them to come in my life and just be there for me. And so as somebody who went through that, I'm here to try to help some of the kids who are going through it now to know that it's not your fault. You are a product of the parents that you were born to, and everything that you are today is because of them. Now, you don't have to stay that way. Take initiative in your life. Seek people in your life that know more than you, who want to see you in a better environment and want to see things different in your life and giving you the best advice. Don't take advice from anybody. Stop valuing everybody's opinion and perceptions. All right? All right. Once again, this is the homie kNOWCASH. I'm signing off with a big 10-4, and y'all tune in because we're going to be going live. And don't be afraid to be transparent. If you keep lying to yourself, nothing is never going to change for you. I'm a witness. All right? Let's be honest, y'all. Once again, it's the homie kNOWCASH signing off with a big 10-4. Over and out. Peace and love.